Marcel here. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while and I miss you all. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a nice simple bagel. Now I have a couple friends who requested this video because they want to make a bagel at home. So that is what I'm going to show you, just in case if you ever want to try to make bagel at home and just make a sandwich out of it. It is gonna be so awesome. How to follow this step? It is very simple. Right here, I mean, you can use bread flour or all-purpose flour, whatever flours you have. Don't make it so hard on yourself. All right, this is iPhone bake, so we're gonna make everything nice and simple. So you need flour, of course. You're gonna need yeast, active dry yeast, rapid dry yeast, or instant yeast. It's up to you. And then of course salt. I'm using Himalayan salt and water. This is a simple. Oh, is this leaking? Oh, wait a minute. This one has leakage. Use sesame or everything about bagel. Really have to be careful with this because this one have salt. So the very first time I made this, I have no idea that they also added salt. I should have known that because it is everything. But be careful using this, all right? If you don't know that there is salt in here and you're gonna pour all this all over your bagel's gonna turn out very salty. So be careful. Always read the label in the back. If you happen to have like any kinds of fruits in the fridge, you can also add that also, like strawberry, blueberries, raspberry, whatever flavors you want. Be creative. But right now I'm gonna show you how to always make sure to learn the basic process first before you can start experimenting all the other ingredients that you want to add on to your bagel. It's 1 packet of yeast here. If you are making pizza, different measurement, because whenever I make pizza I only need about 5 grams of this yeast, but since this is bagel, I'm gonna go ahead and use the entire. This is a dry yeast, so the difference between the fresh yeast and the dry yeast, once they dry the fresh yeast, you know, you're gonna get like a smaller amount. So by using this dry instant yeast, you're actually putting more here than using the fresh yeast. A little bit of honey. So I'm gonna put about 1 tablespoon. Oops, there it is. This is a nice, pure, natural, 100% honey. Yep. That's very good. Comes to liquid, mixing your flour. Thing like new flour and old flour, you might need more water, you might need less. So, but if you are new, always try to measure your time, because I have a couple requests how to make bagel, because I went to my friend's house and I brought them a bagel and they told me, where did you buy this bagel? It's so good. I said, no, I made it at home. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna do an upload. You know, there are a lot of things that I make and I don't even record, because sometimes when you make so many things, I said, yeah, that's right, how come I didn't record that? Because your mind is just so cluttered with a lot of things. It's for those of you that are new. Okay, this is gonna be a 1 cup of water, room temperature. So I'm not using cold anything here. So this is just honey. I like using honey better than sugar to lift my my instant yeast. Ingredients to me, it's almost the same thing as making the original, authentic pandesal. A lot of bloggers now these days, I'm not trying to put them down, but they try to make this pandesal so sweet. That's why it's called pandesal. It's because it has to be more saltier than sweet. So sal means salt. So anyway, that's another upload. All right, so let's continue into this process of making bagel. But it's the same thing, but it has a different process that I'm going to show you. Look at this, nice and bubbly. Can you see that, guys? Nice and bubbly. GMO flour. That's supposed to be like healthier for you. This flour that I'm using, you can use this for bread, pizza dough, rolls, and more. It's 1 cup. Now, of course, your solid mixture is always going to be more than your liquid mixture. So for the 1 cup of water, I think I might need about maybe almost 3. So that's 2 cups. And this is gonna be 3, but I'm not going to add everything all at once. Make sure you leave a little bit on the cup. So maybe like 2.5 cups. Set this aside. And then salt. This is about 1/2 teaspoon of salt added. And that's it. Guys, that is the main ingredients for this bagel. It's so simple. That is the same thing as pandesal. Okay, so like I said, remember guys, you don't want to add everything all at once. Now this flour I'm using, it's new, so I might need a little bit more water. So just eyeball it. Alright, so now that's like 1 1/4 cup of water. This is the texture that you're looking for. Alright, nice and soft. If you're making bread, don't be afraid of touching the dough. I usually do everything like manually. Well, because I used to have like electric, but it broke. I think I was making so many bread and just overused. So that's all you need, guys. That's all you need. This dough is the same thing as the pandesal. It's gonna be sticky, so that is what you want. But don't worry, guys, because we're gonna be adding little. All right, so sprinkle a little bit. Just try to avoid using your finger and use the palm or on the bottom of your palm. Just sprinkle. I'm just pushing it. This is home bake, so I'm going to show you all the techniques that you need. Just like that. You're not kind of just like rolling back and this is also good exercise. All right. And so after you mix everything, that's it, guys. That's it. How simple is that? Leave it back and then cover it up. And then wait 10 to 15 minutes and then we're going to start really kneading the dough. Okay, make it nice and soft. And then lotion it with a little bit of oil or sprinkle with flour. But I think flour or oil, it's fine too. So what you really need to do is you want to make like that nice window when it's nice and soft and stretchable. That's when you know you made a good dough. That's when the fermentation starts. So you want to ferment this dough for at least, they said 2 hours, but don't go by 2 hours really. Go by the loaf of your dough. Once your dough start doubling up or tripling up, because we have to go by the temperature of your kitchen. If it's warm, it might take at least maybe half hour or an hour. If it's cold, it might take 2 or more than hours. So, wow, okay guys, this is what it looks like now. Nice and soft. See that? Alright guys, so this is what it looks like now. Nice and soft. We have a beautiful weather here today. Look at this beautiful. Yeah. Alright guys, so this is what you're supposed to be looking for when you pinch the dough like this. nice soft texture like that. And just get around. When you can pinch like this, it's good enough. Like that. Alright? I'm gonna make them just a little bit more smoother. So if you guys have any questions, whoever is here, beautiful, nice, soft dough. Look at this. How'd you like that? Nice, so good. All right, so what I'm gonna do with this, I can either just go like that, or get one of this lid and proof it. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you feel like doing. You know? There you go. Guys, so that is how you make a bagel dough. I grew up eating fresh bread, so this is what we always do in the family. We bake almost every 2 or 3 days. Don't rush. When you're making your dough, do not rush, okay? That is the biggest mistake. Why your dough it's not good or the texture is different, because a lot of people are rushing. So when you have a plan to make bread, give them some time, all right? It's like having a tender, loving care. They also need to know that you want to make it. Alright, you want to make it. So we're gonna wait until this dough double in size, and then I'm gonna go from there. I've been out of the country for a while. I don't know who's watching right now. This is what I found. I was throwing a lot of food in the refrigerator and cleaning the closet, and guys, if you're watching right now, don't you think this is so funny? I don't want to throw it out. Might as well plant this and eat the leaves. I mean, look how beautiful this is. This is a purple yam. Can you see that, guys? This is a purple yam. I'm going to go ahead in the garden, outside the garden, and plant and harvest it in 2 weeks. You know, I can even start eating these leaves right now, probably, if I really want to, but I want to go and plant today because the weather here is beautiful. We already made our dough here. I'm just gonna wait until this dough double in size. I don't want to rush it. I'm gonna let the dough do its own magic. There you go. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and plant this nice yam outside the garden because we have the perfect weather today. My dough is double in size. You hear the sound? Now let's cut and shape. It is bagel time. The weather here in Vegas is beautiful right now. Wow, look at that. So once you cut your dough, just form a circle. You know, there are many steps of making bagel, but just be patient, because once you make that nice fresh bagel, well, your friends is gonna love you. Bring it to them. They play some games, you know. All right, guys, so with my 2 3/4 cups of flour, I ending up making 2, 4, 6, 8 balls. Take your finger like this and just poke a hole. All right, This is so simple. Now look, it's just like making donut. It's the same thing. Look, see? Some people, they go like this and like that, like this. I mean, there are so many ways how you can make this bagel, but I'm showing you that you can also just do this one. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, as long as you're gonna make that nice bagel. See, do you guys see me? You see me? See? Just like that. Round and around. It's like making a ring. Just like that. I know it doesn't look pretty right now because we still need to proof this dough. So after you shape the dough, sprinkle some flour and then cover this with cloth or plastic wrap, just like that. It's doing its own magic right now. And of course, we can never really get that perfect circle unless you're using some kind of molder. But this is all manual. So some of them is gonna be like bigger than other ones, but overall this is going to be so yummy. So the reason why there's a space here, guys, because this dough, it's still going to do its own magic and double in size. Oh, hold on. You know, also you can also do like this. All right. So to prevent from sticking on the mat, and then more flour like this. All right, flour. Don't be afraid to put more flour, because after the double, we are going to boil the bagel for about a minute or a minute and a half each side. There you go, guys. And just get like a big cloth like this and carve it up. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Subscription is free. Alright guys, this is already double in size. Beautiful. This is bagel. I'm going to add a little bit of baking soda. And as you see, I already put the honey earlier. To cook this for about a minute and a half each before flipping it over. A minute each side. Alright guys, so what I'm doing here is sprinkling a lot of sesame, since I love sesame seeds so much. There you go. And I'm going to bake this at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes. Alright guys, check this out. Look at this beautiful bagel. I just made me a sandwich, guys. This is a bagel, bacon, egg, chives, mustard, and mayonnaise, and sriracha sandwich. How do you like that? Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. Wow. So good. And I also made some bagel with French cheese. Good. guys, so follow these steps and trust me, you are going to make the same bagel what's in front of you. So this is Marie Marcel at I Home Bake. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you learned something new today. So that's it. Bye guys.